Good morning, Mr. Brownie, or Miss Brownie. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, October 9th, 2025, and at least for the past 3 days, I've been moving the animals to a new 30-foot row every day. The cattle lead, sheep follow. The cattle and sheep, they're not eager to leave their row, which says to me there's plenty of forage left when they're moving. Which I'm fine with that, especially now that I'm declaring that we're in a drought. We haven't had rain for a good long while, and there's no forecast rain, and it's pretty dry. The ground's pretty dry out here. It's hard to drive the posts in the ground in some places, and the pond is drying up here too. So I declare that we're in a drought. But you know, this isn't unprecedented news. I mean, being in a drought isn't that big of a deal. If you're a farmer, it's going to happen. It's going to happen quite often, in fact. And the question is, what do you do? And in my case, nothing. There's nothing I'm going to change. There's nothing I'm going to do different now that it looks like we're in a drought. The reason why is this is the forage that I have. Probably for another month at least, and I'm not going to run out of forage for a month, and by then we should start seeing cooler temperatures and maybe a little bit of rain. So I'm not too concerned about it. In terms of forage, growing season's almost done anyway. You can see I got my hay already spread out. It's all ready to roll out. Every day I'm asking, should I roll out the hay? What should I do with the hay? And every day I come here, I'm like, nope, there's plenty of forage. There's no reason to roll out the hay. If I did roll it out, the animals wouldn't even touch it. And I got a bag here of the protein supplement. I have a few words to say on this supplement. I've been racking my brain. What's up? Is something unhappy for you? I've been racking my brain on the problems that I've been having with the sheep. And I'm looking for any causal link that could possibly exist. And what I mean by that is something that I did or something that was there, and then a day or two or maybe 3 or 4 later, I started seeing problems with the sheep. And this is the causal link. I'm guessing. Okay, I don't have hard evidence for it. I'm not going to do experiments to determine if this is it. But I think feeding this protein supplement in particular to the sheep started putting them on a downward spiral. And I'm not going to go into the details of it. It's pretty depressing. But suffice it to say, I've formed this connection in my mind that the protein supplement is to blame. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get some alfalfa cubes. I might talk with the local feed mill and see if they can get me alfalfa in bulk. But I might start feeding my sheep alfalfa and then see if that has a similar effect or not, you know. But that's the causal link. And I don't know why that's causing problems. Is it the protein? Is it something else they put in there? It's probably not the salt, because I've always given sheep access to salt. Is there something else in there that's not on the label, right? They don't list how much herbicide and pesticide is in there, you know. So I don't know, but that's what I'm going to blame for now. My problem's on, and if the sheep improve, not having access to that, then we'll call it a day. Now the other problem too, and this is something I think people underestimate, is oftentimes there's a problem and you apply a solution and then you get the intended result and you're like, look at me, I know what I'm doing. But the reality is that there's some other factor that actually resolved the condition. And one of the things that's always at the top of my brain is that it could just be the day of the week. It could be the weather. It could be something else like that. There's lots of other external factors that could have caused an improvement, you know. And if you think that what's that called? It's I think it was Feynman told the story of the monkeys. Cargo colt. The cargo colt, that's what it's called. Go look up that word if you want to learn more about a trap that we commonly fall into as humans. Is this cargo coltish? Probably. We'll see. If I get the intended result, was I just a monkey rattling the cage as the airplanes flew by? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so we're in a drought. The weather has been consistently about 90 degrees every day. It looks like it's going to be like that all the way up until the last week of October, and then we'll finally see low 80s and 70s. That's the week too. It looks like it'll get down to the 50s. Now, weather forecasts that go out that far in the future, I don't think it's a real forecast. I think it's just telling you what the average was for the past 5 or 10 years. But for the foreseeable future, it looks like we're just going to continue to have 90-degree days. I don't know a lot of people in the United States that say it's October and it's 90 degrees out, but that's pretty common here for Northeast Texas. And winter doesn't really start until mid or late December. You know, we get a little bit of an autumn in late October, and November, you know, tends to be cooler, but we don't really get a winter condition until December. And I'm already thinking about what to do. Like, for instance, that little chicken coop I built, I'm planning on wrapping it with a tarp, or I'll put up 4x8 sheets or something to keep the birds warm, at least out of the wind. So if we do get below freezing weather, they won't be caught in the wind. And I might even go so far as to bring them inside. The other animals should be fine in freezing weather. The sheep don't even recognize it's cold. The cows, they don't really care unless they get wet and cold. So if it's freezing rain, which I've only seen happen in February, they'll be fine. So, but that's where I'm at. Oh, my strategy for the cows is if they get cold, I'll just put them in the woods in the back 20, and they'll get shelter from the wind and the rain there. They'll be just fine. You know, they're truckers, they're troopers. And the sheep, they get that thick wool coat. They don't even care. You know, they huddle together as well if it gets really cold, but I haven't seen them do that. I've seen the cows do it, but not the sheep. So anyway, guys, that's my update. I'm going to try to do more frequent updates, but, you know, time is just not on my side. I got places to go, things to do. This restaurant's keeping me really busy. I honestly expected the first couple months at least to see limited growth and limited sales, and so I prepared my bank account, and my expectations were set to low. But unfortunately, the food's pretty dang good apparently, and so people are coming in left and right, and we're seeing pretty good growth, and word of mouth is spreading faster than anything else we can do. So we're frantically trying to train new staff so that we can keep, you know, getting orders out quickly. And we've delayed implementing deliveries, and we've delayed going out to the neighboring businesses and really advertising, just because we probably couldn't handle the increased traffic. So I'm not saying you shouldn't come. I'm just saying that the food's that good and the growth has been so quick that you know, it's right now our challenge is keeping up with it all, you know. So we appreciate everybody that's been helping in that regard. And anyway, but less time on the farm means that it feels like I'm not in control anymore. You know, like I don't really know what I'm doing or what's happening, and that bothers me significantly. Like just now, I went up and drove to the bulls and the rams just to make sure the water wasn't leaking, you know. So anyway, that's all I got for you guys. You have a great day. Thanks all for support, and have a great day. Take care, and bye-bye.